Hello, Nick again here for another week of the Video Wire. Local news, things to do, now brought to you by someone without a mustache. Seems the response has been pretty good thus far, so the producers have decided to let me keep this up. Those asking about Dawson, well, he's fine. He's been busy binging on Netflix and Hulu. He says hi and hopes to see you soon. But until then, we've got a lot to cover, so here's what's out there. Fort Smith Northside Film wins Best Documentary at Fayetteville Film Festival. Congrats to Brenda Yelvington and her team with the film Leaving a Legacy. A great piece of work if you've not seen it. Speaking of movies, a sad time here in Fort Smith. If you've not heard, Movie Lounge is set to close its doors. Had a lot of great times there. Hate to see them go. And finally, the Fort Smith Board of Directors on Tuesday approved a request from the city's Utilities Department to proceed with the acquisition of properties related to a federal consent decree item. And the annual meeting for review of Parrot Island Water Park has been set for October 5th. Big news there. More on these stories and much more at talkbusiness.net. Well, lots of stuff out there, local, regionally, nationally. It's a busy time. However, I cannot think of not a busy time, but this is really only my second week to do this, so we'll see. Things to do set. The Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair in town this weekend through September 30th. Laugh for Life, a benefit for the Heart to Heart Pregnancy Center, takes place on Friday the 22nd. At the Fort Smith Convention Center, featuring comedian Robert Lee. Saturday night, Stand By Me, benefit dinner and dance fundraiser to benefit CASA will take place at 7 p.m. at the Fort Smith Convention Center. Next weekend, the Girls Inc. Festival will be held in the Bakery District in downtown Fort Smith. This is the former Shipley Baking Company on South 7th Street. This annual event will feature craft beer, food, live music, and always a fun time. Hope to see you there. Also on the 29th, Charlie by God Daniels takes to the stage at one of Fort Smith's newest, hottest spots for live music, Temple Live, really bringing the heat with their opening shows. Still to come, Dwight Yoakam, Willie Nelson. Just announced this week the first ever rock show with Hailstorm that's coming up on Saturday, October 14th. Check out templelive.com for ticket information on all these shows. More things to do. September 30th, Lollapalooza on the Green at UAFS, the ultimate tailgate party to benefit the Crisis Intervention Center. Also on the 30th, the 6th annual Hannah Oil and Gas Mountain Bike Poker Run, October 1st at Spring Hill Park. October 6th, the 2nd annual Play for Luke tennis event will be held at Ben Guerin Park. At the tennis courts with, are you ready for this, tennis star Andy Roddick coming to town to teach some clinics, and if things work out, a possible set between Dawson Meadows and Mr. Roddick. Probably won't happen, but I can imagine that being very entertaining. Get more info on this event at facebook.com/playforluke. More on October, the River Valley Dragon Boat Festival set for October 7th at Fort Smith Park. PaddlesUpFortSmith.com. Coming up the weekend of October 13th and 14th, the Survivors Challenge and Over the Edge Weekend. These events to benefit the Reynolds Cancer Support House and featuring a run, a walk, and some rappelling down the side of First National Bank of Fort Smith in downtown Fort Smith. Myself, or Dawson, or maybe both of us, will be going over the edge on Friday the 13th at 2 p.m. Hope you can come out and take a look. Great event. More great events like this can be found at thingstodoinfortsmith.com. Perhaps you think that fall is a time that things slow down. Well, quite the opposite. Until next week, keep things positive out there. Do me a favor and love Fort Smith out loud. I'm Nick, Dawson's stunt double. That was the Video Wire. I'm out.